Hello guys, how are you? My name is Marco Magiolo. I am an author on animal behaviors and also a screenwriter. Today I'm gonna make a video that I think is very important if you want to publish books, if you have an idea for a story, something that I learned publishing books. Before, two very important notes. Come to my booking signing event January 27 in Orlando, Barnes& and Nobles. I'm going to put the address right there in front of you. There's the flyer right there in front of you. You can take a look. And look at this. Ancient Clues. I have the first proof here in my hand. This is not for sale. See, it's saying here not for resale. But it's the first one that I have in my hands. Man, I'm so excited with this book. It's gonna be amazing. Look at there's pictures. Oh my god, there is like illustrations. Man, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna talk more about this book in another video. I'm gonna make a video just about this book, but very soon, calm down at this point. Well, let's talk about publishing books. And this is very important because I learned some lessons with good and wrong decisions, and I want to share this. When you have a book in your hands, when you have a manuscript, let's not say a book, when you have a story, when you write a story on your computer that you want to make a book, there is three possibilities nowadays that you can publish that book. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about each one of them, pros and cons of each one of them. There's traditional publishing, there's self-publishing, and there's hybrid publishing, okay? Traditional publishing is, as the name say, the traditional thing. It works pretty much like that. You have a story, you write a story, you send to some publishers, and you find a publisher that enjoy your story and wants to pay you for that story, okay? So he's gonna make you an offer. This offer can be, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. It doesn't matter how much it's gonna be. It's gonna be an offer that this publisher think that he can make this money back. Of course, publishers are not stupid. If they want to buy your story, buy your idea, it's because they see it's commercial and they see they can have this money back, okay? Pros and cons of traditional publishing. The big pro, I think the most favored things on traditional publishing is, first, you're going to have a huge amount of money in front of you. So they were going to pay for your story. They're going to pay you. They're going to buy your story. And they're going to say, I love this story so much, I think I can make like, I don't know, $1 million with that story. I think this can be adapted for movies in the future. So I am gonna pay you, okay? And this is very good. This is very rare to happen. Not every publisher do that to you, but it's very good that you have like this money up front. The second thing that is important is that is very good is when you have a publisher buying your story, that means that he is gonna do everything he can to sell that story, to promote this book. Because if the book it does not sell, he does not make any money. And the money that he pays to you, he's gonna lose it. And publishers will not accept that. So he is gonna work with you. You're gonna have a whole team helping you to sell this book. So this publisher will send you to events, will send you to interviews, will send you to podcasts, will send you, I don't know, TV channels. So he's gonna put your book in the most important retailers in the country. You're gonna find your books in big stores like Barnes and Noble and Walmart and Target and the shelf. You're gonna go to one of those stores and you're gonna see your book there in the shelves. So like it's important that you're gonna have an ally. Other than that, the publisher will do all the formatting for you. He's gonna help you to develop the cover. He's gonna help you to develop the pages. He's gonna do everything. Everything you have to do to get the book ready, the publisher will do it for you. You're gonna have this money up front, and he's gonna do all the work for you, and he's gonna work for you to make this book successful Otherwise, he doesn't make any money. This nowadays is the best option. It is the best option. And I'm going to explain you why. What is the cons? What is the things that you're going to need to accept if you sign with a traditional publisher? First, he's going to have freedom in your story. So it can happen that he changed some things in the story. Your book can go to an editor, and an editor can make changes in your book that you're not going to be so happy because, as I say, they need to sell the book. They were gonna need to make this book commercial. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is regarding the royalties. Once the publisher pay you upfront, let's say $20,000, let's say that, you will not gonna get any royalties, zero. You're not gonna make any money until your book reach $20,000. Understand that? So if he pay you $20,000, all the sales of the book will go for the publisher pocket until you reach $20,000. After $20,000, then is when you start getting royalties. But even then, you're gonna get royalties, but part of your royalties is still continue going to the publisher because the publisher did everything. So it is one of the best ways to publish a book. It is, because no matter what you do, nobody's gonna have access to, as I say, big bookstores, TV, radio, internet, podcasts like a traditional publisher. So he's gonna help you to your name, to grow your name, because he needs to sell your book because he invested on you. Okay? The second option is self-publishing. And as the name say, self-publish means you do everything by yourself. You don't have a publisher. Everything you do, and when I say everything, it's everything. You write the story, you format the book, you develop the cover, you have to do all the job. Then you go to some platforms like Amazon, KDP, Ingram Spark, Draft2 Digitals, and even Barnes & Noble's Press, and you upload your manuscript and you format your book, doing all the job by yourself. Everything you do by yourself. What is the pros and cons on that? What is the good thing? First of all, freedom. You can do whatever you want to do. Nobody have a say in your story because you're doing by yourself. This is your story. Nobody's gonna touch it. Nobody's gonna change it. It looks like something simple, but it makes a huge difference when nobody has a say in what you wrote. Another good thing is every royalty is yours, 100%. You don't share your royalties with anybody. It's all yours. Every single book you sell, you put the money in your pocket. Absolutely 100%. You don't have that money up front, but you are putting 100% of what you sell inside your pocket. What is the problems with self-publishing? What is the cons with self-publishing? Well, first, money. You start with zero, you have zero, okay? You don't have any guarantee that your book is gonna sell because nobody's gonna work for you. You're gonna need to do all the work by yourself, as I say. So, if you don't know how to format the book, you're gonna need to learn. Or you're gonna need to pay somebody to do it for you. If you don't know how to do a cover, you're gonna need to learn to do. Or you're gonna need to pay somebody to do it for you. Okay? In my case, I am very proud to say because it took me a while, but I learned it. I do all the formatting, I do my own covers. Good, okay? What is the other problem? The other con is the marketing. When you have a traditional publisher, he, as I say, he takes you to places. He needs to help you to sell the book because he needs to get that money back. When you self-publish, my friend, you need to go door to door to sell your book. Of course, I'm not saying literally door to door, but you need to go to the internet, social media. You need to create flyers. You need to go to book fairs and pay to get in book fairs and pay for a booth and go there and put your books. You have to work your ass off to sell your books. It's you and just you. If you can do that, you're gonna be very successful because, as I say, the money come all in your pocket. But you're gonna need to do everything by yourself. The third way to publish a book is using a system we call hybrid publishing. And that's when the things become tricky, because this is the most risky way to publish a book nowadays, because there is legit companies, but it's a lot of scammers. And I'm going to explain you why. There is some publishers that they are not real publishers. They offer what we can call editorial services. What services is that? Let's say that you have a manuscript that you want to make a book. You don't know how to format, you don't know how to create cover, you don't know how to go to KDP, Ingram Spark, Draft to Digital, Barnes & Noble Press. You don't know how to do that. You have no idea how to do those things. So pretty much, you pay a person to do that. You pay a publisher to do that, to do all the service for you, and to put your book on those channels that you can do by yourself when you're self-publishing. Okay? Pros and cons. There is just one pro, just one. If you think you cannot learn how to do this by yourself, if you think you're not able to learn how to format a book, how to do a cover, how to go to KDP and follow the steps and put your book on Amazon, if you think you cannot learn to do that, that's what you have to do. It's good that you hire somebody and do that for you. Let's go to the cons, the problems with that. First, money. Because an editorial service like that, it costs $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000. They will charge you a huge amount of money to do that for you. Some companies, yes, you can find editorial service for $3,000. You can, but pretty much they're not going to be that good. So you're going to spend a bunch of money, again, to do something that if you put a little bit of work, you can do by yourself. So hybrid publishing can be something very, very expensive for something you can do by yourself, and you will not have the same support that a traditional publisher will give to you. Okay? Now I'm going to give my personal opinion. This is very personal. It can work different for different people. It can work different for you. I like self-publishing. I like the freedom, and I was able to find a niche for my books. I was able to have some little fans that keep sending me messages asking me, when's going to be your next book? When's going to be your next book? But I'm feeling that where I am right now, I need more help to make my books bigger, my name bigger. So I need a traditional publisher. So I've been talking with some traditional publishers. It is not easy to find a traditional publisher. It's very hard to find somebody who put money up front in one of your works. But I am slowly building my floor, my foundation with books that are selling very well on self-publishing marketing. I'm going to book fairs. I've been talking to other writers. So I'm happy with self-publishing, but I would love to find a traditional publisher to help me for the extra mile. Regarding hybrid publishing, it was not one, it was not two, it was not three, it was a bunch of people that I talked last time I went to a book fair in Miami who got involved with hybrid publishers, and they were very unhappy because what they were saying is They pay that money up front. The publisher make the book. The publisher put the book on Amazon, and then it's done. They don't do anything else. They completely don't have any support. And their books are in Amazon, lost in limbo. So there is some legit hybrid publishers. As I say, you pay them and they do their job. What their job? To do the book. That's it. But what happened after, it can be very difficult. So that's my personal thoughts. So I think the best two options is self-publishing because of the freedom you have and the royalties come all in your pocket, and traditional publisher because if you want to go the extra mile, all those big names, they do traditional publisher. They're publishing. It's like, and what happened is, if you get an author that becomes famous with self-publishing, like I'm going to give an example. Andy Weir, the guy who wrote The Martian and Project Hail Mary, that is two books that I love, he self-published his first book. And then he sold a lot of copies, and then a traditional publisher made him an offer, made an offer to him, and he became traditional published. So those are my thoughts, okay? Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye.